Hi, I'm here in my kitchen to illustrate a very important human factors concept. You may be thinking, the kitchen? Really? What could sandwiches possibly have to do with human factors? Well, allow me to demonstrate. In the previous discussion, we talked a little about latent failures that could lead to accidents. My lunch, or more specifically, my Swiss cheese, is an excellent illustration of the latent failure principle. I can't take credit for this. James Reason, that smart English guy, came up with this analogy. So let's say this piece of provolone right here represents a perfect safety program. Nothing slips through this design. Unfortunately, the real world isn't quite this perfect. The real world is more accurately represented by the Swiss cheese. There are holes and gaps, basically unrecognized hazards and risks where accidents could happen. However, our safety programs have a layered approach. Pilots have checklists, maintainers have checklists, ATC has procedures, and the FAA imposes restrictions on production and operations. All these programs have inherent flaws, but because they work together, they stop the accident chain from happening, most of the time. There is a small chance that all these holes may one day align and allow for the accidents we still see in the media today. Now, admittedly, these accidents are few and far between. The layered approach seems to be very effective. However, the safety world is constantly changing, so we need to be ever vigilant to plug these holes when we can. What can you do? Speak up when you see something that looks like a hazard. We spent a whole lesson learning to recognize these hazards. So don't let your hard-earned training go to waste. It may look like a small hole. The problem may look like no big deal by itself, but it could be the final link in a chain that leads to disaster.